anyway, today I wanted to talk to you about something that I just learned because I didn't know about this, about how every year Bankrate does an annual emergency savings report. I just happened, this guy's video showed up in my feed. Never seen him before. He's walking and talking, and I think he's down in Florida. It was really nice. He was on the beach. Anyway, he was saying that this Bankrate does this, annual emergency savings report, and they survey Americans and find out how much money people have saved for emergencies. And this in turn helps us gauge the financial health of the overall U.S. economy. Well, surprise, surprise, it ain't good. Okay, guys, we're going to try something new. I'm trying to, will that work? I'm going to try and film while I'm driving. I'm using my selfie stick, so my hands are free. I see other people do it, so I know it's possible and it's okay. Look, both hands on the steering wheel. I just dropped my granddaughter off. We'll see, now that's going to be a problem if it's going to be doing that. Yeah, I just dropped my granddaughter off. It's Friday, and the weather is, I don't know what it is. It's cloudy, it was raining, and now it's like it wants to be sunny, and I don't know. I like it. I think the rain's supposed to be coming back in. Well, that didn't work out as I planned. I really thought it would be such a great idea if I could film videos while I'm in my car, because I'm in my car a lot, after work, before work, when I go to pick up the grandkids. And I thought, instead of just wasting my time doing nothing, I could film some videos. And I thought, this is going to be really nice. It didn't work out. I need to have like one of those gadgets that holds the phone, and that way, because I was using my selfie stick and it just kept falling over. So I thought, okay, I'll have to try something different, but I can't right now because I'm not buying anything. This is my buy nothing 30-day challenge, and I'm sticking to it. I'm really proud of myself. But as soon as it's over, I think I'm going to get one because it really would come in handy. It would help a lot. But so yeah, I was, a little disappointed in that. I wanted to show you my new favorite mug. This is one that my son and my future daughter-in-law bought me for my birthday in October. I love all things Halloween, in case you don't know. I love all the holidays, really. Christmas, Thanksgiving, all holidays are great. So, yeah, this is my new favorite mug. I'm still sad about the old one, but, life goes on. I'm not going to dwell over a coffee cup, as you can tell. So, anyway, today I wanted to talk to you about something that I just learned, because I didn't know about this, about how every year Bankrate does an annual emergency savings report. I just happened, this guy's video showed up in my feed. Never seen him before. He's walking and talking, and I think he's down in Florida. It was really nice. He was on the beach. Anyway, he was saying that this Bankrate does this, annual emergency savings report, and they survey Americans and find out how much money people have saved for emergencies. And this in turn helps us gauge the financial health of the overall U.S. economy. Well, surprise, surprise, it ain't good. According to this company who did this survey, 73%, is that correct? Make sure I got my numbers right before I spew this out. No, I was wrong. 37%, big difference, almost 40%, are not prepared to handle even a $400 emergency. That's pretty crazy. The average, 37% of Americans don't even have $400 in a bank or in the bank. We are literally living paycheck to paycheck. And we knew that, but to actually see it and hear it, it's like, that's a scary thought. I mean, what would you do? I mean, $400 is nothing. That's just, but people they can barely pay their bills. They're with, rents $3,000, $4,000 to rent a house. You're supposed to, be able to rent a house and save up to buy a house. And then, all the expenses that they have now that we didn't have growing up. I'm one of those people that I do feel bad for the younger generation. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, they don't understand what it means to work hard and, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? It is a whole different situation now than it was when we were younger. We bought houses for 69,000. It wasn't mandatory to have car insurance. It's a good idea and you should have, but it wasn't, illegal. You didn't get ticketed if you didn't have it. The same with health insurance. Those are things that when you were young, you just went without and just, crossed your fingers and nothing happened. We didn't have cell phones back then. You have to have a cell phone. It's not a luxury. Most jobs depend on it. I clock in on my cell phone. You have to have a cell phone. 2 cars, because most families, both partners are working. Back in my day, or when I was younger, my parents, they always had 1 car. It wasn't until my mom was older that she finally had her own vehicle. So that's 2 cars you have to maintain, insurance, cell phones, internet. We didn't have the internet. Live without the internet. That's almost impossible too. Most people work from home, and or not most, but a lot. You need the internet for that. And now, you can't watch TV anymore. They charge to watch TV. Remember, TV used to be free. And it goes on, and not to mention, the way inflation has gone, it has not kept up with the wage increase. So yeah, it's insane. And I watch how my kids do it, and it just blows me away, because it breaks my heart, because it's almost impossible for them to just pay their standard bills. I mean, luckily my boys own their homes, but my daughter, she's a single mom. She went to school. She works hard. She's got a good job, and she struggles. And, I know it's difficult, and I just feel bad for them. And I hate to hear people talk bad about, the other generation, like their generation was so much better. I know in my generation and older, we had jobs that gave us insurance, and our jobs were just different back then. They were more secure. I come from the Midwest. There are a lot of factory jobs, and you could actually, start out on the bottom and work your way up and make good money. And, everything was full time. Now, nobody wants to work your full time, and nobody wants to pay any benefits, and you have to get your own insurance, and it's hard. It's really hard. So yeah, God bless the younger generation. I know it's tough. Not to say that we didn't work hard. I know, and in my parents' generation, they did work hard. They worked really hard. But my parents were sympathetic to the next generation as well, because they saw how difficult it was. I think each generation has it more difficult because things are changing. It's not getting easier, and definitely not getting cheaper. But anyway, I'm off tangent like I always am. That's not what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, he was talking about how 36% of Americans now have more credit card debt, which makes sense because that's what everybody's using. People are, they're using their income to pay their basic bills. And if they want anything above, their house and whatnot, they use credit cards. It's just the way it is. And yeah, we can say, they shouldn't be doing that, but people are working hard and they want to have something more to show for it than just a roof over their head and food. They want to go out, they want to do things, and they want to be able to buy nice things for the kids. I get it. I'm not saying it's okay, but I get it. They're going to work. I know for my kids, luckily they're not into credit cards. I don't even think my boys have credit cards, but it's hard enough, just like I said, for them to pay their bills. And then, like my son, he's got 5 kids. How he does it, it's got to be hard, to put clothes on their back and feed them, and then deal with birthdays and Christmas and extracurricular activities and all that kind of stuff. It is expensive. And I know what you're saying. Well, he shouldn't have had kids. Well, he had 3, she had 2, they got together, so now they have 5. They're doing what they can. And it's just things are tougher. They just are. So I understand it, but it's not right. People have got to learn not to live on their credit cards. Can you imagine if people stopped using credit cards? what would happen to our economy? It would literally collapse, because that's, how much people use their credit cards. I know people that have lived off their credit cards, kids that were in school and they couldn't work while they were in school, and credit cards will give them out to anybody. They know what they're doing. They trap these kids. And so, he gets a $20,000 credit card and has to live off it while he's going in school, expecting that as soon as he graduates, he's going to be making good money and can pay it all back. Well, now he's in debt with the student loans, and then the credit card debt is like, 30% interest. And when he gets out of school, he, wants to move into his own place and vehicles, and it's just, it's crazy. Oy I just don't know how these kids do it. So yeah, things have changed, and not for the better, that just kind of freaked me out, though, knowing that people didn't even have as much as $400, and it was sad. I wish there was something that can be done. What can be done? What do you guys think can be done? We need a whole new reset, a whole new mindset. People need to we've just gotten to this point where, we live in a culture of stuff and things, and I'm just as guilty, I know, and instant gratification, and, it's just the way it is. But you can't say, we need to change. We need to help people make a change. How does this come about? It's, it's everybody. It's not just a few people. So I don't see when it's going to change, or I don't know. Boy, talk about doom and gloom. Boy, this is not the direction this was supposed to go at all. I'm sorry. I still am hopeful. I am hopeful that, people will turn around and things will get better. It's just, we're such a materialistic society. It's just crazy. And we're encouraged to spend money to keep the economy going. They encourage that, So yeah, what am I up to? I'm wasting all this time talking about stuff this is irrelevant. I mean, it's important, but my opinion isn't. This is just my opinion on this subject. And now you're going to tell me your opinion, and we're not going to change anything. This is how it is. We got to start with ourselves, and the change has to come within, and that's what I'm trying to work on. I have no choice. I'm old enough that I have to. I've got to make these changes, and I'm trying. I'm working on it. I feel like I've been making some good strides. I want to set a good example for my grandkids, and just for myself, so that my life is better. The quality of my life is better. If I'm working and saving, and I'll have more money to not buy stuff and things, but to, enjoy my life, go on some adventures. Hopefully that's what I'll get to do, because a lot of people at my age, the money ends up going for hospital bills and medical bills. That's, that happens too. So like I said, life is what happens while we're busy making plans. So who knows how that's going to go. And again, with the doom and the gloom, I'm sorry. There's got to be something happy that we can talk about. Oh, let's talk about art. I want to get back into art. I haven't been doing anything because I've been working and worrying and all that stuff. And I think that's a big problem too. I need to get back into doing things, making beautiful things. And I was watching this one channel, this one young lady, and she's doing pottery. Oh, I would love to do pottery. I would love to have my own kiln and get into that, or stained glass. Oh, I love stained glass. I would love it. I wish I had somebody that could show me, because that would be absolutely amazing. That's something I've always wanted to do. Oh, I dabble in a little bit of everything. I like working with all mediums, but I loved working with resin. I did that, and that got kind of pricey. And that's another thing. The prices of things are going up, and craft supplies are not cheap, So I need to focus on something more positive. Maybe I should shut the camera off for a while and regain my thoughts. That's what I'm going to do. I'll come back, and I'll be happier. I'll be rainbows and sunshine. Just give me a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. I feel so much better. I just needed to take a break and just change the direction of, you know, my thoughts. And before I do, I want you guys just to disregard all that other stuff I was talking about, because I know a lot of you are going to totally disagree with me. Don't comment, okay? Just ignore it, okay? That's just me spouting off. I know I'm always the odd man out. Nobody usually shares the same opinion as me. So, you know, please just don't take time out of your precious day to tell me how wrong I am, okay? Keep it to yourself. Because right now, I like all my subscribers. You guys are pretty awesome. You know, some of you write some kind of intense stuff, and I'm not sure which way to take you, so I haven't really commented back yet. But for the most part, you guys have been very kind and very supportive, and that's what this is for. You know, I'm just, you know, I need encouragement. I need, you know, a little bit of support. So yeah, I think instead of focusing on that, I want to show you some of my art or crafts that I've been working on. Well, actually, I haven't worked on this kind of stuff in a while. It's been a while, but I used to do these trees of life, you know, wire art. And I'm just, my hands aren't strong enough to do it anymore, to work with the wire and the beads, but I really liked doing this. I used to sell a lot of these. I used to do festivals and stuff, and I would make various ones, and I kept the ones that I really liked. They're pretty old. I've had these for a few years, but oh, it's got a hair in it, of course. There's this one, and then this one was special to me. It was for me and my sisters. It was just 3 trees. I called it the 3 sisters. You see that? So I would like to do that again, but like I said, that one's kind of hard. What do you guys do? You know, are any of you into art, or you do crafts? You make things? What are your hobbies? That's what I want to hear. If you're going to comment that kind of stuff. Do any of you do pottery? I wish you could show pictures in the comments, because I'd love to see, you know, maybe if you have your own YouTube channel, you can post something and I can see it, because that's what I need. I need to see that. I need to see more art. What else do I do? I dabble in everything, just you name it. Watercolors, and I've made big mesh wreaths. I got into that for a while, and you know, the resin. Oh, and jewelry. I love to make jewelry, and clay, and just all kinds of stuff. It's relaxing and it's therapeutic, but anymore, unfortunately, it's also very expensive. So I need to find cheaper hobbies. It was good in the day though, because I did sell a lot of stuff. I would do festivals, and you know, and I'd make the money back, and then I could buy more art supplies or whatnot, but I don't do that anymore. Maybe I'll do that. I'll refurbish furniture. I love doing that. You've probably seen the vanity in one of my recent videos. I did that. I got that for free. I did this beautiful old dresser. It had no nails in it. It was just dowels or whatever. It was just solid wood, and my granddaughter has it now. And yeah, I've done tables and dressers, and I did my kitchen cabinets. I redid those. My husband did the lower ones. I did the upper ones. Yeah, so just I dabble in a little bit of everything. It's just fun. If there's something new that I haven't found, let me know. Like I said, I would love to try pottery and stained glass. And yeah, leave me a comment and let me know. That's what I want to hear tonight. Just ignore the doom and gloom stuff from me. It's just me just spouting off, just ranting. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you putting up with me when I get into these moods. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go, and I look forward to reading your comments. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.